It's all about the vibrations. We create and disseminate thoughts continuously. We create thoughts in resonance with our feelings. At a particular time, your thoughts plainly explains your feelings. You cannot think good thoughts while feeling bad about that. Vibrations are deeply connected with those feelings. The person experiencing certain feelings creates such powerful thoughts which attach themselves with the object of those thoughts and bring about marvelous results. At the same time, when you are at a low vibration and doesn't feel good, you create thoughts which interfere with your spiritual and materialistic growth. You're a powerful creator. God endowed you with excellent tools. Use it for you or against you. The choice is yours. You are the weaver of your destiny. Vibrations tune your feelings, which emanate as thoughts, get translated into actions and eventually into your destiny. The mindset of abundance relates intricately to the vibrations of a person. One cannot attract abundance when thoughts of misery and lack flood his mind. It takes a great deal of effort to think abundance when misery, lack, and poverty is all around. The abundance mindset is not a mindset at all. It is something which is beyond the mind. The mind is the problem, or is the misery which is blocking away the abundance by defining and limiting your capabilities. Kind of thoughts running in your mind only tells you about the vibrations you are in. The solution is beyond those clouds. The solution is in the connectedness with the whole, with the abundance. When you are on the low vibrations, you are connected to the petty, where scarcity, neediness, misery is the norm. The secret of all accomplishment is vibration. The vibrations are the mean to attain the desired outcome, which is the ultimate goal of life. The abundance of all sorts can be attracted by being in resonance with the abundance itself. All the materialistic and carnal desires lead and charm you towards the ultimate enlightenment. They act as motivation and means to that ultimate goal of enlightenment. Acceptance of God's will is quite accentuated by an ancient saint and spiritual master. The fearlessness, neutrality, and acceptance are the core values recommended to be practiced in the sect to realize the life's purpose. All sorts of enmity arise out of fear. Fearless one doesn't nurse grudges and thus enmity. And only such person who is fearless and without enmity can attain neutrality. It all comes from within. Now, another tool which is practiced in the sect to confront outside influences is acceptance. Acceptance of everything which happens to you and around you as the will of God. Resistance would bring resentment, shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, all the low vibrations. Acceptance will bring reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. Some might denounce it as fatalism, but it conceals a remedy for all the disease the soul is suffering from. Acceptance of the present moment removes the resentment and liberates you to act from a place of neutrality rather than from fear or other low vibrations. Acceptance lightens the burden of judgment and emancipates execution of reason. Here, I would like to share the observations of renowned scholar David R. Hawkins, who excellently explains in his book Power versus Force the different emotions and connected vibrations with the help of a diagram. Most of the populations live below 200. As they continuously live in shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, and pride, and remain in the state of misery most of their life. Occasionally, they happen to get glimpses of higher vibrations, indicators from the universe to take a leap of faith and plunge into the higher vibrational order. Courage is at the threshold, that is at 200. The choice is there. You either hold on to the lower vibrations or opt for courage and shatter the old patterns to experience higher vibrations of neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, that ultimately culminates into enlightenment. You live at contracted vibrations most of your life. Life is about unfolding and expansion of your horizons. The ego boundary is defined by a conditioning that must dissolve to take you into an expanded world of higher order and ultimately enlightenment. Pass through different stages during our waking hours, depending on the thoughts going on in our mind at a given point of time. The thoughts are like clouds in our consciousness. Sometimes our consciousness gets completely overcast with thoughts and we get completely absorbed in those thoughts and start identifying with them so closely that actually cannot separate ourselves from them. In reality, associating with the thoughts so closely is the real problem. I think, therefore I am. That sentence in itself says a lot, which perhaps quite contrary and ironical to the spirit in which it was written. Thinking limits and defines the ego and cuts it from the universal spirit. Make you a helpless, powerless Adam or Eve expelled from the Garden of Eden, now at their own, as they have tasted the fruit of knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful tool, but understanding the limitations of that tool is liberating. The whole universe is vibrating, pulsating energy. Even the stationary object surrounding us appears to be static. It conceals a great deal of dynamism and vibration from them. The kind of vibrations we live in define and shapes our destiny. Here we intend to explore different types of vibrations to expand the horizons of your awareness. That qualitatively enhanced awareness holds the power to bring about the crucial transformations in our conscience. Have you ever noticed? Some days feel brighter and enthusiastic, while others give the impressions of gloom and pessimism? How come on earth the same individuals react differently at different times towards the same set of surroundings?